Uh-oh. Oh no. Ah! Connor McDavid. Oh, hang on. He wasn't playing last night. Hello! Welcome to another Bolts Analysis. I'm your host, Chris, as we talk about the Tampa Bay Lightning and the NHL. And at the first time of asking against us, the Edmonton Oilers could not get the job done without Connor McDavid. It was another win! Another win for the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's 9 in a row in general, and that's 10 in a row against Pacific teams. Can we please move to the Pacific Division? Oh, please. It's a lot of fun. This was not an easy game, though. I don't want to say, that we are unstoppable right now or that we've sort of reached a new level, because I feel like there's still a way to go. But this 3-1 win at home to the Edmonton Oilers had a lot of positives to it. It proves, firstly, that we can get the job done without Stamkos, Kucherov, and Cirelli. It also proves that there are guys who are coming into their own and actually sort of using different attributes to get the job done. I particularly like to point out Maroon in this game. I thought Maroon was really good. Because a bit of physicality, I guess, was kind of what we were missing last year. So kind of like the last piece of the jigsaw puzzle that you kind of need, especially in the playoff scenario. Maroon was great with that. I mean, the first goal was ugly, but it was good opportunistic play, and there wasn't a lot the Oilers could do about it. Maroon was like, well, I'm behind the net, and Mike Smith can't really see, bank it off him. And it barely got over the line, but it counted. And Yanni Gourde. I was kind of joking in the previous video when I said we don't need to worry about scoring because Yanni Gourde's getting back into it. I mean, he only had one goal in the, since after a 35-game drought. Well, now he's got 2. And this was a much better goal. This was fantastic. Oilers trying to get something going on the power play. Gourde nicks it off the line, and it's all his own work. He nicks it, off the Oilers, motors forward. Clefbaum can't get near him. Top shelf past Smith. Excellent short-handed goal. I feel like we don't do enough of those. It'd be nice to get a few more short-handed. But yeah, excellent play. Not more you can say about that. And yeah, the third one, it's another empty netter. I should point out that the Oilers did score, and from a very unlikely source. It wasn't Draisaitl. It wasn't Nugent Hopkins. It wasn't even Yamamoto. It was Caleb Jones. No, I haven't heard of him either. That's his 3rd goal of the season. So, I mean, he's done it before, but not a lot. Hardly, yeah. I genuinely had to look up who he was because, it wasn't a name that had registered with me at all. It was like, is he? Oh, okay, that's a guy who plays for the Oilers. Okay, well, he can't be a bad player then, considering how the Oilers are doing this season. And it was quite a good play by Edmonton. They didn't give up on it. That was the good thing about the Oilers' goal. Shot was initially blocked. It comes back to him, and he just has another go, and he manages to beat Vasilevsky with a good shot. Well, it's not a lot Vasi can do about that one. That made it 1-1. Gourde made it 2-1. Empty netter from Parquet. This was nice, wasn't it? If you watch it, Point could have easily done it himself. It was like, no, Parquet helps create that play, so here you go, Paquette, that one's for you. And 3-1. 3-1 win against the Oilers. Very nice indeed. Where does that leave us? Back to 1 point behind Boston. The race is back on. And further clear of Toronto and Florida. Oh dear. Once again, the chasing pack lets us down. I don't think we're going to get 4 Atlantic teams in the playoffs, do you? Because they're falling off the pace. Toronto are still 3rd, but they're on 68 points now. They're 13 points back. They lost at home to Dallas. Once again, Toronto just giving up an early lead at home and then giving up another early goal in the second period and just never recovered. Tried to get back into it, but just never recovered. And it's a shame for players like Austin Matthews and John Tavares, who bust a gut, in terms of their forward play. But defensively, it could take a long time to fix the defensive problems that Toronto have. And it could take even longer to fix the issues that the Florida Panthers are giving themselves. Bobrovsky, once again, pulled early. Panthers went down 3-0 quite early on against Flyers, and again, didn't recover, lost 5-3. I mean, a little bit of a rally, but still, you're at home against a wild card rival, and that's the second time that the Panthers have lost to the Flyers in a week. Is that, 2 wins and 6 losses since the All-Star break? That's not playoff form. It's really not. I mean, there's a genuine chance that Montreal could get themselves back into this playoff race simply because both Toronto and Florida are going wobble, 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 wobble. Disappointed is all I can say. I would like it to be that if we do finish second, whoever we face is a genuine challenge. They're not looking like a genuine challenge at the moment. Toronto have gaps at the back, and Florida aren't much better. I don't care if you have Barkov or Matthews. If you can't defend, we're going to beat you. Very simple stuff. So the Flyers won in terms of the wildcard spots, and even worse news for Toronto and I guess Florida. Columbus also won, so that weakens their chances further of the wildcard spot being there as a safety position. If neither of them, if one of them doesn't get third, one of them has to get third. You would think, unless Montreal come out of nowhere and finish above both Florida and Toronto, that would be a story. And the New York Islanders are, I think, they might have slipped out, actually. Columbus might have gone above them because New York Islanders had a horrible result last night. They lost 5-0 to the Nashville Predators. Ow, ow, ow. So that kind of sums up the wildcard race and how the Atlantic Division is looking. Quick, just look at the West. Not a good night for the Oilers because they are still second, but Vegas won in overtime against the St. Louis Blues, playing their first game since Jake Bouwmeester had his collapse. Jake Bouwmeester seems to be on the mend, which is good. And Calgary Flames went into Anaheim and walked out with a 6-0 shutout, which kind of is a good response for the Flames after the loss of the Kings, but also kind of shows you how bad the Ducks are this year. It's not a good time to be an Anaheim fan. It ain't. I feel like it hasn't been for a couple of seasons, but that sort of really drives it home how bad they're playing. I think Arizona lost last night to the Ottawa Senators. They do still have the second wildcard spot, but only just. I feel like that's going to change over the next few days. Calgary had the first wildcard spot, and with a win like that, maybe they can go on and overtake Vegas, maybe overtake Edmonton. Who knows? The Pacific is a great division to watch, and it's a great division to play against. 10 wins in a row. Can we make it 11? We'll find out. But for now, this has been another Bolts Analysis. I've been your host, Chris, and remember, Yanni Gourde is back, and he's scoring goals. Short-handed as well. Top shelf where mama hides the cookies.